What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andy and today I'm gonna be doing an update on natural gas prices.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And in today's video, first of all, I will show you where we are on the price chart and how we caught this movement to the upside that potentially might brought you up to 17.63% to the current range and about almost 25% to its swing high. Then I will continue with the fundamental news and I will show you what news is the reason of this movement to the upside. And at the end of this video, I will share my thoughts and my technical analysis, and I will show you what should we expect next. So let's start with the price chart. I made my previous video right here at this exact point, and I've told you that ticker symbol BOIL, and by the way, I cover three ticker symbols. It is a leveraged ETF BOIL, natural gas spot prices, and natural gas futures. And for those of you who follow my channel for quite some time, you know that previously, back in April till July, I made a lot of predictions on its price action, and we caught the majority of its movements. We gained more than 60% of potential profit with these tight stop losses, tiny stop losses of just a couple of percents. And we gained, I guess, 7 or 8 trades, and we lost only 2 of them, as already mentioned, with the tiny losses. And if you want to be a part of this quite successful community of technical traders, feel free to join to my Patreon account. The link you will find in the description below. So, and let's continue with the price action itself. At this very moment, I've told you that we had a very significant volume that was the predecessor of this movement, of this bounce basically to the upside. And this volume, this green candle, had a very high volume that was the highest for the entire year. And my main assumption was that we have to complete this structure, and I still stand on my position that we are at the point that on the one hand we might have this as the lowest point for the entire wave, or the second possibility is that this movement to the downside is nothing else but the bounce to the fourth wave on a slightly bigger scale, and we might land somewhere from 0.236 to 0.382. And this is a quite interesting pattern because we don't have any confirmations yet, and we have to have it within next several weeks. And I have to say that natural gas spot prices and natural gas futures are showing us that we are in quite tricky situation because of its recent price action. Yes, we have 3 candles in a row. It is 3 green solders, but this candle is not the perfect from the bull standpoint, and we have exactly the same candle, which is also hit the range of resistance. As you can see, this previous several bottoms, and it had a very harsh reaction to the downside. And guys, everything I will show you in just several minutes in my technical analysis, but for now let's continue with the fundamental news. First of all, let me show you this news that was published just yesterday, and we are on oilprice.com, and this news is titled "Record High US Production Weighs on Natural Gas Prices." And let me quote you these 3 bullet points. Record temperature in Europe and North America extended the gas storage refill season, leading to high inventories. Natural gas demand decreased due to warmer weather and industrial slowdown in Europe and record US production and LNG exports. Next one, futures and options market winter premiums have diminished, contributing to a drop in Europe's natural gas prices and bearish trends in the US and Asian market. And guys, you might think that this is a quite bearish news, and you might argue, but why in the world the price of natural gas are moving higher? And here is the reason. We are on zerohedge.com, and this article was published also just yesterday, and it says, Operation Prosperity Guardian, Pentagon launches expensive naval coalition to defend Red Sea passage. And we know that for now we have a lot of piracy attacks on the cargo ships, and because of this a lot of companies refuses to delivers goods through the Red Sea. And let me show you that, for example, right here, you can see the picture of the Red Sea attacks. And we know that rebels from Yemen consistently attack the cargo ships, and they have huge support from Iran. And definitely this leads to higher oil prices because oil tankers cannot pass the same Red Sea without being in the situation between hammer and an anvil. And that is why we have an increase in oil prices, and oil prices is the catalyst for all of the gas prices as well. As you can see, we are on a Brent crude oil price chart, and here we have several days in a row which has a quite significant increase in oil price for about 7%. On top of that, guys, let me remind you that we still have a lot of tensions in Russia-Ukraine war, and this also leads to the lack of supply, at least for European customers. But this demand is covered by the supply of other manufacturers, and because of this, we had quite substantial decrease in its price because of their full storages and quite mild weather forecasts. But for now, we have this bounce to the upside, and let's continue with the technical analysis. But before we dive deep right here, please subscribe to my channel, hit notification bell and hit the like button. This helps me a lot. And for now, as already mentioned, we have this movement to the upside. And guys, as you can see, we are on pre-market hours for about 5 minutes. And the price of ticker symbol BOIL is lower than it was yesterday by 2.2%. And I have to say that we have to be very cautious with any position. If you entered your position right here, you can leave it, you can book your profit or put your stop loss on the green territory. In this case, you will not lose any money if the market goes against you. And I have a lot of signs that this market might go to the downside, and it might establish next lower lows. Because of this, we have 3 ticker symbols which has very similar price actions. And here you can see we reached the range of resistance that previously was the range of support. We had several touches of this level at about $2.45. And for now, we have this very bearish candle. It is a shooting star, and this candle shows that we have most likely we might see the movement to the downside. And if it happens, the next range which should be retested by the price is this lowest point. It is at about $2.187 mark, and we have to be very cautious because if it breaks it to the downside, ticker symbol BOIL will also establish its next leg, and in this case, depending on the top of the 4th wave, we might conclude that the next leg should be lower, and we might have another potential several weeks of the establishing new lower lows. And somewhere lower, and let me show you the RSI, somewhere lower we might establish this chart. We might have higher lows on RSI. We might have it like this. Let me show you. We might have higher lows on RSI with lower lows on the price action. And if it is the case, we have to see lower price, and this price should land somewhere here. And then we will be able to conclude that this asset potentially hit its lowest point for the entire structure from this swing high at 71.96. And in this case, we have to see the major retracement to the upside that might hit quite substantial, that might bring us quite substantial gains. So I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel with notification bell. And see you guys and girls next time. Bye.
I got the cash in the bag,